Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel Toiletterian. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself, see if they're any good to you. So today I have another update and unboxing for you, first impression unboxing, and this is the update for this perfume, this fragrance. So it's Exte Man, and guys, this one has been discontinued. Unfortunately, I wish it stayed there. You know, it's such a beautiful fragrance, although it's not for everybody. But I highly recommend it if you like these kind of fragrances, and don't hesitate because they are going very fast. It's been discontinued. Has been discontinued for some times, but it was more available almost everywhere, and now it's getting more scarce, and the prices are creeping up. So if you find it for a good price and you like these kind of fragrances, I recommend going for it. So this one, the update is going to be quite brief because superbly gorgeous fragrance. This is, yes, iris is big in here, especially in the beginning, and also the cacao is big as well. So this is that iris chocolatey feel, plus this one's got some other extra elements on top, like the green aspects, like woody aspects, like vanilla in here. There's tonka bean. There's super complex for what you pay. I paid under £20 for this, which is a bargain, and I'm happy to say it's very long lasting. It is about 8 to 10 hours on the skin. If you put on t-shirt, it goes even longer. For EDT, that is amazing performance. So it's, although it's marketed towards men, but ladies easily can wear it, as my wife do. She has 3-4 bottles of this. I have 1 or 2 bottle of this, but she has more than me because she loves it and she wears it, and it smells very good on her. You know, when she wears it, you know, that cacao and the iris and the sweetness on her is amazing. So overall, it's quite a unisex fragrance, and good performer. 3 to 4 hours, the 2 to 3 hours of very heavy projector. This one is all year round, but obviously in winter you have to control the trigger. I mean, in summer, in high heat less, in the cold more, but it's all year round. It could be easily signature scent for somebody who likes this kind of fragrances. So overall it's beautiful. Let me just remind you another of the ingredients, and so the XT, so Exte Man came out 2006. The perfumer is Sophia Lobe, and she done a very good job here. Amazing perfume. So we got oregano, thyme and bergamot on top, and that combination of oregano, thyme and bergamot making it quite herbal and green on top, giving it a green aspect, like a woody green, herbal, grassy feel. And then in the middle we have orris root, lavender, cinnamon and geranium. So the combination of orris root and lavender and cinnamon, obviously the cinnamon gives it quite spicy. The cinnamon is not big in here, but you can feel it from time to time. But the lavender and the orris root are the biggest player in the mid, plus the geranium giving it a little bit minty, obviously floral, plus lavender giving it another floral aspect, and the orris root, which is iris here, giving it quite irisy feel. The iris is quite noticeable in here. It's not huge, but it's very noticeable. And then in the base you have vanilla, tonka bean and patchouli and cedar. Again, the cedar is very big. The tonka bean and vanilla making it sweet and a little bit on the darker side, and giving it a little bit earthy and nutty feel. This one is quite big on nutty as well. And also the patchouli giving it a little bit earthy, rooty, a tiny bit of resin feel, and also a little bit of a leafy feel to it as well. So overall, very complex fragrance. If you can find it, amazing, especially for the money. just no brainer whatsoever. Alright guys, so let's go to today's fragrance, and today's fragrance unboxing is L'Instant de Guerlain. I used to have the L'Instant de Guerlain Extreme or Extreme many years ago. I can't remember how many years, probably 7-8 years ago, and that one was beautiful, one of the most beautiful fragrances on the planet. But unfortunately, again, it's been discontinued, and this one replaced it. And this is the Eau de Toilette version. There's another Eau de Perfume version of this as well. But in this bottle, which is the standard Guerlain bottle, instead of that beautiful particular bottle which L'Instant de Guerlain Extreme had in those days, first in the dark bottle, then in the lighter bottle, all of them were very good. So let's go and have a look. So a very simple box, nothing to brag about, but it protects the bottle. That's the main job. Sorry about the noise. So very classic, nothing too special about it, but it's quite nice. And then the main player here is the bottle. And the Guerlain, always, they make very nice, classic, classy bottles. So this one is no exception. Quite nice bottle. Again, nothing special, but it's classic. The plastic cap, and let's go with the sprayer. Very good spray. Again, Guerlain was one of those companies, or one of those fragrances makers that make always the sprayers are on point. Goodness me, it's just filling the room already. Gorgeous. Guerlain, you know what you're doing. Beautiful. So it reminds me of L'Instant de Guerlain Extreme, but that is toned down, especially that cacao is toned down here. In the first one I had before, the cacao was huge. That was the biggest player. Here you still can find it, yes, but it's like it's mixed with other things to making it a little bit different from the the one I had before, which was, as I said, it was super cacao-y, and also it was powdery to the max. This one is still powdery, but it's not as prominent as it used to be. But goodness me, what a gorgeous fragrance. Very classy, very gentlemanly. Definitely this is 30 and up, because it's very classy and gentleman-like, quite masculine, very big on the citrus. I can smell lemon, I can smell lime, I can smell grapefruit, I can smell so many aspects of different citruses in here. Citrus is massive. Alright, let me just read you the... So with L'Instant de Guerlain, this is the EDT version. So there are two perfumers. It came out 2016, and there are two perfumers for it. One is Beatrice Piguet, or Pigot, or Peugeot, Beatrice Peugeot, yeah, Beatrice Peugeot. Obviously French lady. Her name is quite familiar to me, but I can't remember where. And the other one is Salvien de la Court. So Salvien de la Court is the other lady. So there are two lady perfumers worked on this, and mamma mia, what a job they did. Obviously they looked at the original L'Instant de Guerlain. They didn't want to deviate too much, so in a way they had a helping hand already, because that one was a masterpiece anyway, and they looked at it and said, okay, this is, how can we change a little bit around it to make it a little bit different fragrance altogether. So this one, Eau de Toilette 2016 came out, and the top note we have lemon, we have star anise and bergamot, and we got LME in the middle. We got LME pepper and tea and hibiscus, and we've got jasmine. We got cacao, obviously is a big thing in here, and patchouli and sandalwood. So That bergamot and the lemon and the star anise making it very, very citrusy on top, because star anise obviously is a spice, and also it's licorice. It gives it a licorice feel, and the licorice feel is, yeah, it's here, but it's not huge, it's not big. The first one, the original one, the extreme, had a big star anise. It was almost cacao and star anise play, that's it, between those two. Obviously there were more plays, but it was so big, it was like between those two. Here the star anise again is toned down, but it's very much more palatable, because in the original it was a little bit on the acquired taste. Here is more palatable, and it's more accessible, and it's more universal, if you like, although it's still there and you can feel it and you can touch it and you can feel it and you can smell it. So in the mid we have LME, which is giving it a little bit of tiny resin, pepper giving it a little bit more spiciness and a bit of sharpness to it, and the tea and the hibiscus and the jasmine. So the tea note is again quite big. Yeah, the tea note, it's like a dry tea. It's not like a tea you drink. It's like a dry tea when you open a packet, smell it, it's like that. And also the jasmine, yeah, it's giving it smoothness, plus the hibiscus giving it a little bit, tiny bit of smokiness in here. Yeah, tiny bit of smokiness, because hibiscus is one of those flowers that it has a tiny bit of like a smoky, like an earthy feel to it. Okay, and of course cacao is big in here, as patchouli and sandalwood giving it a woody plus smooth aspect, and the patchouli again giving it a body and lift everything together and mixing it everything together well, giving it a tiny bit of earthiness as well. So overall this is amazing. What a creation, beautiful. But this is definitely mature, okay, definitely a gentleman, definitely mature, definitely somebody who has been around fragrances for a while at least, if not a long time, because it's sophisticated, is classic, is classy, is it reminds you of the 70s and 80s, some of the 70s and 80s fragrances. It's like a gentlemanly, masculine, spicy fragrances. It doesn't, it differentiates itself a little bit because of that cacao note, the cacao making it quite, modern, because cacao is one of those modern notes. It's not a classic note, but what a beauty. So overall amazing fragrance for a first sniff, for first impression. It's beautiful, and it's definitely up my alley. I'm a middle-aged man and I'm digging it very, very much. Similar to the first one, these two are up my taste, my alley, my age, my experience. Okay guys, so I recommend it, but I'll let you know in the next video the development and the longevity and things like that. And if you have them, if you know them, please let other people know about them, your experience. That would be very useful. If you find my videos useful, if you find them informative, if you find them in any way, shape, valuable, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell button for future uploads, share this video with others. This way you help me expand my channel. I'll be very grateful. If you could buy one of my fragrances if you live in the UK, that would be a great support, and also you get something special in return, which is a different kettle of fish in terms of perfumery. Very, very special perfumes. I'll leave them in the description anyway. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye, bye, bye.